Psycho, thank you so much for the resubscription. I greatly appreciate that. That's very, very kind of you. Hello to you as well. And hello to the rest who are already here. Hyper Whale, Julio, Yami Kisara, Betratrix. Who else we got here? Sakadetsu, Null. Good to see y'all. Guy Basses. Mozart in a go-kart. What's up, buddy? Puzzle and Valk. Rookies Barber. Lemon. Good to see y'all. Congratulations on your run yesterday, by the way, Lemon. All it took was banning Poplar. Thank you. Can a tier ornament come to Duel Link? So, I mean, we've kind of talked about that a little bit. There's a couple decks that I'm really curious how they're going to implement them. And specifically, they are stuff like Tearlament, like Runic, like Adamancipator, where the numbers involved just make absolutely no sense. No, you can envision a way of making Branded, like, quote unquote, fair and playable. It's going to require you to, like, really limit stuff, but you could do it. But, like, are you really going to add Runic and be like, I'm a banish 4 cards off of the top of your 16 card deck? Like, how do you make that work? Like, are you going to start seeing erratas to the number of cards excavated, milled, banished, etc.? Like, honestly, tier without fusion materials? I mean, does that even make sense though? Like, again, we're talking about a long time in the future. Why would Runic come? Because realistically, eventually everything will come. You can pick any sort of time in the future, and eventually we will reach that point. Now, they're debatable. I mean, some cards may never come, that's true. But the end of service before that, I doubt it. This game's definitely still got plenty of life left in it. But you still, like, think of, like, Adamancipator. How do you make Adamancipator work? Like, in a 20 card deck when you're milling or excavating 5. It's bizarre to think about. But yes, as the stream's title says, Sun Avalon Dryas and Sun Avalon Melly-Ass are coming as drop rewards. Let's go! Now, we did have a comment in here earlier. Where do you post the Meta Weekly? Gabriel, the Meta Weekly is only joinable if you are subbed to the DLM Discord, to Decade. This is a tournament series that he funds. We are simply streaming and running it, like, on the logistics side. So unfortunately, it is not a free to join tournament series. It is a benefit to being a member of the DLM Discord. But yes, we had a conversation, or not conversation, Somebody mentioned it earlier. Could we see, yes, rain down. I can already feel the main box UR loci. God, I hope not. Please just be a super rare. But you could also unironically see it. I see people cooming over Dryas. Why is that? It's a card you would have expected to be a box ultra rare. Basically, if you name any archetype, there are certain cards that you go, well, that's probably an SR. That's probably a UR. And Dryas is definitely one that you would be like, oh yeah, that's probably an ultra rare. I'm trying to think of an example in another deck that would have been similar. Actually, I don't know. What is a good example? I mean, Balinx is actually a good example of one that was also very surprisingly and happily I guess it would have been like getting like Holly Angel as a drop reward instead of it being a box. Why don't you cut this excitement discussions and post it in YouTube alongside with the rounds tournament and post it like Decade? Oh, you mean like why don't I basically like edit it and whatnot? A couple reasons. Reason number one, I don't know video editing, so I would have to learn. Two, I would also then have to have the time to do it. I work full time. We stream so Meta Weekly, Grand Prix, Rush Grand Prix, and then usually try and do one other stream. So that's like 4 times a week. In addition to working full time, it's just hard to do. I would like to, in theory, make that stuff more accessible to people, but for the amount of effort, I don't know. Melius is a UR in Master Duel. Fair. I mean, comparing the two different games on rarities is always kind of weird because, like, you know. Which Rush Duel boss monster do you think you could take in a fight? I mean, it's got to be one of just, like, the normal humanoid ones, right? I'm going to say Prima Guitarna. Because, like, that's literally just, like, a woman with a guitar. I'm excited for Infernobles. Yeah. I mean, we got no skill leak, but you can just use it with Gearfried, so why not Dragius? Literally a dragon. Literally a dragon. Let's be real. And do you think you could fight a dragon? Do I need to post that quote again, Eli? You know what? Fine. There's a very good tweet quote for a situation like this. Dinosaurs literally got taken out on the same planet we walk on today, and you think you're invincible. You're not better than a Stegosaurus. I'm sorry, bro. You are not better than Dragius. Nah, you would not win. I should have specified and said it was a fist fight. Again, I think I could take Prima Guitarna. I could also probably take... Oh, God. Is it weird? Okay. I could probably take... Dion Quito. Because again, literally just a person. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Oh my goodness. What else we got here, though? Which Sun Avalon Link would you beat in a fight? I mean, they're all trees, so literally all of them. What if we have no more characters to add to the game? What do you think Konami will do then? Make alternate versions of the characters. They've already done that. You could literally just do that. Do you think people are really going to get mad if you give them another version of, like, Yugi or Jack Atlas? I think the game would die before then. I mean... Look, we're talking about, like, weird hypotheticals. I want Priest Seto? Sure. We're gonna get Yugi with sunglasses before Noah Kaiba. Sadly, probably true. Quick round of Pokidoku. No. Maybe later. How big is Cyber Dragon Core? I mean, if it's only 500 attack, theoretically, you should be able to beat it up, right? It's like literally just a core, right? How much attack do you have? Well, okay. Let's pick like a random character that's just like a person. What's the best God damn it. Actually, now that I think about it, people running about. Do I think I'm stronger than a group of like 5 or 6 people? Probably not. They have 600 attack. Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards that are just a person. Let's see, oppressed people. Am I stronger than somebody who is like in like being whipped? I think so. So I have at least more than 400 attack. Jack Atlas has 6,000 or 3,000 attack. Do I think I could like kind of go toe to toe with Jack Atlas? I mean, he probably wins that fight, but surely it's not like a dragon. If you can beat Dion Quito, you should be okay. That's true. But also, she can beat like literal magic users, so maybe I'm not. Am I stronger than Frontier Wiseman? Well, isn't Frontier Wiseman literally like a mage? Do I think I'm more stronger than a wizard? Probably not. But if we look up So what are the Sun Avalon links that we care about? We'll hit the edge in a couple minutes. So Sun Avalon link. So we are getting Melius, which is the link 3, and Dryas, which is the link 1. We know we're probably getting Thrasher. Well, you would think anyways. We probably get like what? Healer? I think Thrasher is not coming. Isn't that like their win con? What does the deck do without Thrasher? Don't you literally need Thrasher to like actually fight? Like, we have to get Thrasher. Again, what do you do without Thrasher? Can the deck even inflict damage? Isn't that like literally the only one that attacks? All right, we're gonna get the Adjets out of the way. Be right back. Oh, damn it. Why don't we... Oh, I gotta... Okay, 1 second, guys. Man, I need to pay better attention. Let's see if I can add somebody really quick. All right, DM me your deck, please, B-Show. All right. We can go ahead and start the tournament. After I make sure that the drops went through. They did. Good. All right. Sorry, guys. Somebody asked to get added to the tournament, and I needed to make sure they got added because the only reason they didn't was because I was messing around here in chat. So we have successfully fixed it. Alrighty. Looks like we had like 42 signups today, about average for us. So very, very nice to see. Okay. Do I think Sun Avalon has a chance this meta? If they're adding it for the WCQ, maybe. Here's the thing. I don't know Sun Avalon very well. I only know, like, you know, Rika Sun Avalon. And even then, I've never actually played it. I just know of it. Can I check DMs? Yes, DM it to me. But my, like, there's a fairly decent track record of the WCQ decks doing fairly decently, so I would not be the one to, like, count them out. Updated. Perfect. They found success in the TCG with Adventure, Therion, and Punk. There was also the Garden Field spell, FTK. Well, like, the one thing I remember is them, like, if you wanted to play it pure, it would be like Thrasher beatdown, basically. Make a big wall of plants that all boost up your Thrasher. Alright, we'll have our first match here in a moment. Isn't Rika played with Sun Avalon in the TCG, OCG, yes, and Master Duel? But a lot of the skills, to our knowledge, are not going to let you... They want you to play pure, at least to begin with. Okay. Can we watch Blue Eyes? Absolutely not. Now, what is the trap? Let's go take a look at the trap. Let's see if I can... Can I learn how Sun Avalon works while we stream this tournament? So Sun Avalon... Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and... Can we get this on screen somehow without like taking up too much of the Let's see if I can do this. Okay. Sun Avalon Bloom. When this card is activated, if you control a Link 4 or higher plant monster, when this effect resolves, negate the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent currently controls. So, right off the bat, you can just negate your board one time when you activate it. Okay. During damage calculation, if your plant link monster battles, you can activate this effect. It gains attack equal to the combined attack of monsters it currently points to until the end of the turn. These effects remain even if this card leaves the field. So, do most of the Sun Avalon monsters point up? They do. A bunch of them point up. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can make this a little more clean. Okay, so you're supposed to start off with Lokai into Dryas. If this is Link summoned using Genus Lokai, you can add one Sunvine spell trap from your deck to your hand, which I believe is Sowing, typically. Special summon one Sunseed monster from your deck, and if you do, take 1000 damage. So Sunseed is going to be, I believe the twin is what you normally go with, right? We're talking about Sun Avalon, which they leaked the two cards. Not leaked. The two cards that have been revealed in-game for Spectre drops. So I'm trying to understand how the deck works like pure. Twin, Revive, Lokai, Summon Healer, that's 4 bodies. Well, we don't know if we're getting Healer, but we can guess it's probably... So, if a Sun Avalon Link monster you control leaves the field by card effect, destroy this card. If this card is special summoned, you can target one Sun Avalon Link monster on the field, gain life points equal to its Link rating, times 300. When your plant Link monster inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can gain 600 life points. Okay. Okay, what do we got going? You know what? We'll focus on the game here for a second. So we are watching Onomats versus Shadal. Now, unfortunately, well, okay, wait, no. Were we not? So we were gonna try and send the Gagaga sister, but we can't because we protected it with the lance. So we are gonna be able to make an Xyz 6 here. Well, Melius, which is your Link 3, which is what I assume you're going to link up into. If this card is Link Summoned, you can special summon one Sunseed Genus Loci from their graveyard. So you're continuously reviving the Genus Loci. This card cannot be targeted for attacks, but does not prevent your opponent from attacking you directly. Once per turn, you can target one Sunvine Link monster you control. We apparently get a concession scoop. Okay, interesting. Isn't the tight extra deck going to be the deck's biggest weakness? Potentially. So the Link 4 that you're... Okay, well, let's finish Melius. Once per turn, you can target one Sunvine Link monster you control that this card points to. This turn, it can attack a number of times each battle phase up to the number of Sun Avalon Link monsters you currently control. Okay. Why did he scoop? I'm not sure, to be honest. Okay, so the Link 4 is this one here. Is there another Link 4?
Duel.
If this card is Link Summoned, you can add one Sun Avalon spell trap from your deck to your hand. So that's going to be your Bloom, the continuous trap. This card cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects and cannot be targeted for attacks. But cannot... Okay, wait. Okay, but your opponent can just attack you direct. Hold on. The trap doesn't stop your opponent from attacking. So they're just going to go face. So what are you going to have that's going to keep your opponent from just going face? Once per turn, you can tribute one Link monster this card points to. Destroy any number of cards your opponent controls up to that. You re-heal? I don't know if that's really going to be like a like you are going to get Giga Kill 4K life points and you're expecting to not die. Okay, what does Shrine do? Activate this card by sending one card from your hand to the graveyard. While you control a Sun Avalon Link monster, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except plant. Once per turn during your main phase, you can special summon one level 4 or lower plant monster from your graveyard. Once per turn during your opponent's end phase, you can send this and target one continuous trap in your graveyard. So that lets you get back your Sun Avalon Bloom. Okay, so you end on Bloom, and assuming we get this, you would end on this. So your opponent can just go face, and you can't do anything about it. So it's going to come down to whatever back row you have. Don't you need Thrasher to be like the wall that stops your opponent from attacking? Sunvine Gardener. If a Sun Avalon Link monster you control leaves the field by card effect, destroy this card. When an attack is declared involving this card linked to a Sun Avalon Link monster and an opponent's card, you can activate this effect. The damage you take from the battle is halved. And the battle is you 600 attack, but damage is halved. Okay, so they can still, when this card is destroyed by battle, end of the battle phase. Won't you just be like Giga Dead? I'm a little confused how this deck operates pure. without Thrasher. I think you need Thrasher. Alright, so we do reveal ourselves to be on the Ballardrock version of Onomat. So we do have the setup of Ballardrock with the zombie world. We have ourselves an Abyss Dweller. Now no materials, but it has given us the bought us the time that we need. We're going to go ahead and rank it up into a Vespinato, which will have Piercing here. Giant Hand, giving us an additional form of disruption with its negate. Yeah, I would be shocked if we didn't get Thrasher. Thank you for the breakdown, Eli. Appreciate you. Go ahead and get that up really quick. Yeah, because, like, you know, I'll repeat it again. I'm pretty sure that Thrasher is very much required. Okay. So Vespinato is going to go ahead and pierce over Wendy. Wendy's effect will activate, is going to get us a Shadal Beast. We are going to be able to draw 2, discard 1. Can we keep this from being lethal, though, is the question. Squamata gets sending, going to be able to send another. Hi there. Okay. This is lethal unless we can stop it. There is the Incarnation. Gonna allow us to revive the beast. This will give us the wall we need. So you just need to put a monster with 4K attack on the field and attack directly and win. I mean, that's the way I read it. If all the Sun Avalon allow you to attack. Okay. Hello, Mellows. You gain like 1k life points during the combo. Don't you like lose 1,000 with the sewing though? I'm pretty sure I read sewing and it said, yeah, you take 1,000 damage. Then healer is going to heal you for what? Like 300, so you've taken 700. You regen with the Dryas. Okay, what does Dryas say again? If you take battle or effect damage, you can gain that. You gain that much. Oh, okay, I see. But next, thank you so much for the resubscription, my dude. I appreciate you. We are going to go for the negate, Giant Hand. But the fusion is going to say no. Dodge it. Oh, but Forbidden Land says you cannot use the hedgehog as part of the fusion. I shall still negate. Dragon effect. Gonna pop the zombie world. Baller Drock. 2. Negate. Okay. So if you have a Dryas, if you're attacked directly, the first time you'll gain the life points back. So I attack you directly with Blue Eyes, you take 3k. Dryas says you regain the 3k life points. Okay. Got it. That makes sense. Okay. I still just feel like you need Thrasher or the deck does nothing. We are attacking. This will be lethal. Can anything we do here stop this? I don't think so. Beast to the field, irrelevant. And that will be lethal. And with that game 1 surrender, that is a 2-0 victory for Kadaz. Well done. With Zombie Onomat. Go ahead and find ourselves another match. Oh my goodness, who do we want to watch here? Tough decision. We'll watch Zay versus Fionn Phoenix, I think. Can we watch Blue Eyes? We will watch Blue Eyes eventually. Let's go! It's our dream ticket, Glossy. We'll take a look there. What can we even get with that? We can get ourselves a Link Party. Excellent. Nothing we really need here. Okay, well, whatever. What was I expecting? Should I get Seven's Road with my dream ticket? If you're talking about your Rush dream ticket, Dryas or Seven's Road are good choices. Both of them will be supported into oblivion. Oh my god. Gondia has a what the hack emote too? Perfect. Oh my god, that is so good. Oh, that is amazing. I love that. All right. We got Zay at the bottom. We got Fionn Phoenix at the top. This is going to be TG versus Fossils. Fossil Warrior Skull King to the field. Miracle Rupture sending a copy of Shell Knight. Bring forth the Gaia Plate. Pass the turn. Milling the Survival's End. Kind of spoopy there. We're going to be able to do our combo line going into the Star Guardian. No interruption. Attempting to revive the Warwolf, but we will negate with a Chalice. Screw Serpent, revive the Striker Warwolf to the field as well. We're going to go for the Quarion. Vanish! We'll then spawn our Dragonfly, modulating our level to level 8. Make Hama the Conquering Bow, and that will be an instant scoop. Zay takes game number 1.
Duel.
Okay. It's so sad how badly older decks can complete with the bright new toys. What do you mean? A lot of the older decks can. Like, you can't judge one instance of a deck getting sacked as, like, the state of the game. Wait, hold on. Excuse me? Old Entity Cthugua. So it is a level 4. If it's Synchro Summoned, you can return all rank 4 Xyz on the field to the X. We are out here playing anti-rank 4 Xyz. If you fusion summon using this card as a fusion material, which you're not going to do, draw a card. An Xyz monster that was Xyz summoned to use, or summoned using this card, gains draw a card. So we're using it as an out to rank 4s. That is hilarious. Ever since Rush came out, I got no new speed cards, and nowadays I'm struggling to cog. Well, what kind of decks are we talking about, Murata? How long do you expect to be able to perform at the highest levels with a deck? That's actually a good question. Chat. If you have a deck, whether it is in TCG, OCG, Master Duel, Duel Links, what do you think is like the baseline level that you should expect the deck to be good for? Forever. I don't know. Doodle's been playing Dragoonity for like 14 years because Konami keeps printing Synchro Dragons. I mean, sure. 3 formats? And how long are we considering a format? 3 months? Like a ban list to ban list? Is that a format in your opinion? Well, technically every deck is forever, unless it gets obliterated. Hello, by the way, Doodle. Good to see you. A format is each main set. Well, so you get what, 3 main sets a year? And that's in physical. Or is it 4? I can't remember if it's 3 or 4 for main sets. Doesn't a new format start after a KC Cup ban list? No, I would say our formats are technically 1 month. Both Master Duel and Duel Links have 1 month formats. Now, formats can continue, but anytime a new decks are introduced, that's when you should consider whether or not it's a new format, I think. Well, because, okay, that is an interesting question. If we go look at decks that are hitting King of Games, what are some examples of decks hitting King of Games? Let's look at the very bottom. So we have Witchcrafter, Watt, Utopia, Ursarctic, Toons, Time Lord, Synchron, Starry Night, Stall, Salamangreat, Red Eyes, Railway, Onomat, Odd Eyes, Necros, Monarchs, Metal Foes, Mermail Atlantean, Mechlord, Magistus, Magicy. Like, technically, like, anything can actually top. Or, I mean, sorry, Cog. I think it probably comes down to what's your patience for actually, like, playing the deck in the current format you're in. So, for example, in Master Duel right now, because I have not updated my deck in a while, I'm actually starting to kind of struggle-ish. So, my most recent deck in Master Duel is Vanquish Soul. Just because I haven't found any decks in the current meta are ones that I enjoy. Like, the next one I'm waiting for... I built Unchained, which is fine, but I ended up not liking it as much as I thought I might. So I went back to Vanquish Soul. But I've definitely been struggling against stuff like Snake Eyes. We are going to mill our Weathering Soldier here, triggering its effect. I also don't go for Max Rake in Master Duel, so I can't really complain either. I don't know if I could or not. I usually stop well short. I wonder if we'll get the newest Fire King cards with the rest of the support. I mean, they don't usually release all the support together. I mean, it has happened, but my guess would be probably not. Well, all right. We go in for the attack. We're going to get the Concession Scoop and Fionn Phoenix with Fossils. Certainly not one of the most updated decks. Has achieved victory. Well done. Yo, is that YouTube? Thank you so much for the follow. A big fan of yours. Still won't pay for premium, though. All right. Let's find another match. Do, 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 do. Bum, 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 bum. Who do we want to watch? All right, Miguel. We're going to give you a chance. Serena, thank you for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. I also did not put up the breakdown. Let's go ahead and share that. We've got Earth's Arctic at the bottom. So in today's tournament with, I believe, like 40 people, 42, something like that. 8 Blue Eyes, 5 Shadal, 5 TG, 4 Phantom Knight, 3 Shiranui, 2 Evil Eye, 2 Perform Age, 2 Sky Striker, 1 each of Altergeist, Destiny Hero, Fossil, Gimmick Puppet, Onomat, Red Eye Zombie, Starry Night, and Earth's Arctic, which we are watching at this moment. We're going to go righty driver into lefty driver. That's going to be a Herald of Arclight here. Ooh. So we have Herald and Septentrion. We're going to go for the Chalice here. Chalice 2. Negate. Now, unfortunately, we do have a way to out this technically. We're gonna have to interrupt our opponent from being able to get to the way to out it. Supposedly all the Fire King support will come out. Okay. I'm actually really curious if and when we get Fire King support in Master Duel. But we are going to just go for the Yoink here to stop our opponent from ranking up over it. Going into another Break Sword. We're going to go for the Flip down here. All right. We are going to make the Polari effect. Revive. Going for the Grand Chariot. Unbreakable Mind. Now, the Break Sword will allow us to revive here, but we can then yoink. That's attack 1, attack 2, and that is lethal! Game number 1. Well done. I'm kind of curious, like, if you want to push Fire Kings, surely you have to hit Snake Eyes, right? Because I think it's kind of been proven that Snake Eyes Pure is better than Fire King. So the only way to... I mean, people will buy it just because people like buying new stuff. But if you really want to push it, like, how do you hit Fire or Snake Eyes in a way that pushes people into Fire King? And Poplar, not gonna happen. Put Snake Eyes Ash to 1 and Poplar to 1 would be enough. You think they would do that? I know this isn't always an indication of how they're going to hit things, but let's assume that you did what is suggested there. Snake Eyes, Ash, and Poplar to 1. For most people, you're giving them 2 free ultra rare crafts. I guess that's not over the top, but they tend to want to avoid giving crafts when possible. Obviously, at a certain point, they kind of have to. But does that force you onto Fire King, or does it just make pure Snake Eyes a little bit more bricky? Does the Sun Avalon skill let you run Rescue Rabbit? I'd have to read it, but depending on which one, probably not. It's probably like Earth Plants only or something. All right. So we were not able to open lefty righty here. But we do have Septentrion on the board once again. We did search for... Did we search for the flip down? I don't know if we did, but we should have a way to get to it. Regardless. It kills their grind game, so they'd need to pivot to Fire Kings to replace that grind game. Potentially, then. So we do negate the Septentrion. We did have the Chalice. So our links are live again. We are going to go Mick Polar here. This will allow us to yoink on the next summon. The one downside is going to be the fact that we will be locked up. So we won't be able to do a flip down. Dury, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. Granted, as you know, Doodle's mostly a TCG player, so our mentality is a bit different than Master Duel players, but the formats aren't too different right now. I do agree. That is one of the more interesting things. Just the fact that they pushed everything ahead to get it to the point where the formats were fairly similar. A lot of the stuff that's missing is like decks that are essentially irrelevant, like, you know, ooh, we got the Lance. Okay, we just drew everything. I think we're... No, we're not dead. So we're gonna go for the flip down. Gold Pride is in the game, yeah. I just mean that they've kind of like skipped out on like other random stuff like Raid Raptors, and then it took them a lot longer to get Unchained. Like, they pushed Snake Eyes ahead of stuff like Unchained. Does that actually end our turn here? Oh, we had all the counters, but our turn still comes to an end. Unfortunate. Spectre skill allows running Rescue Rabbit. Okay, well, there you go. Like, what are some other decks that theoretically are gonna come and probably not necessarily do anything? Like, in my head, I think of stuff like Centurion. I don't think even Master Duel's format will save Centurion. Well, maybe a little. Calamity Turbo is still a thing, but they're gonna they don't go second very well. So I don't know. What are my thoughts on agents? I really need to see how some of those cards work. Or not the cards. What I meant is, I need to see how the skill's gonna work, because a lot of people have been like playtesting under the assumption that turning the monsters into tuners lasts for the rest of the game, even if they're shuffled into the deck, which I don't think is how that works. Do I think Infernobles end up being top tier? I mean, it's going to be pretty good, I think, just because you have access to, like, Gearfried. And Gearfried is a hell of a boss monster. You give Gearfried a good deck to go in, and I think that's good, yes. Any thoughts about VFD coming to Duel Links in the future? I mean, I don't think it would be as big of a problem as it was in other formats, but we're gonna go for Trishula 0 here. Banish 3. 1, 2, and 3. Get out of here. That's just gonna be lethal. Sarctic takes it in 2. Yep, Bears. That was a pretty funny match. Thank you for sharing. Correct. Duel Links does not have U-linking. It is not programmed into the game. It is not a thing you can do. Most realistic gonna be Virtual World and Duel Links? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean by realistic? Like playing VFD? I actually think Virtual World will be a really fun deck in Duel Links when we get it. A skill that allowed you to U-Link would be hilarious. Not gonna lie. All right, Cole at the bottom, Valk at the top. We're going to start off with a pot of duality. That's right. It's Starry Night. We're going to start off with an orbital into a heat. Huh? We are going to orbital into an arrival. Going to take the 3K to the face. Duality once again. Grabbing ourselves a copy of the ceremony. Ceremony effect. Reveal the Lancia, allowing us to grab a copy of Starry Knight, Starry Dragon, Flamel effect. Starry Dragon, get poppin'. We're then going to Balefire, adding a copy of Rael. What is your back row? No crackdown is correct. Double fusion and soul. Okay, fair enough. And we apparently did not have fusion live.
Duel.
All right. We're going to duality into Rael. Rael effect, grabbing us a copy of Arrival. We'll then Balefire for the Flamel, set 2 and pass. Dragon Spirit of White hits the bluffed Balefire. We're then going to Melody of Awakening Dragon, allowing us to bring forth into the Dingirsu. We allow the Send to go through. Ultimate Fusion into a Twin Burst Dragon. Attack 1, Flamel effect. We're going to go for the Starry Night effect, and we will be able to successfully destroy it with the Twin Burst. Going for a copy of Tsukiyomi into the Gravity Controller. Flamel returns. The Starry Night, Starry Dragon. Successor Soul says no. And that will just be game on board. But we're not done BMing. Activate the skill. Grab a copy of the Ultimate Fusion. Go to battle and lethal. Game number 2. Are you good, Tink? Hello, cat.
Duel.
She has taken her spot. Hello, Tinkerbell. She is, in fact, slow blinking. Hello, Tink. Ooh, the treacherous trap hole. Get wiping. This is absolutely devastating. We shall proceed to the end phase. I got my first gray hair. Unlucky. Are we ready for trap tricks in Duel Links? Activating treacherous trap hole consistently on us. That's right. We have reached a point where we get searchable TTH. We are going to add an ultimate fusion to hand, sending the ultimate dragon to the graveyard. What character will chat use for trap tricks? Odeon. I think Gud is the correct answer. Odeon is obviously a good one. Nazril, thank you so much for the follow. Infernoble will be Soul Burner. I mean, it's gotta be Joey. What are you talking about? Successor Soul! Negate! Bring forth the blue eyes to the field. Cannot attack, as you can only attack with one monster per turn while under the effects of Successor Soul. And we already attacked. What is this board state? Game looks different every time I catch a stream. What do you mean, Robina? What's wrong with this board state? You got Blue Eyes, you got Starry Night. A meta deck, and then, Rogue Nonsense. Well, they, so if you're talking about the Blackluster Soldier, they added this to the game, at the same time that they made the physical copy of it, I believe, available. Regardless, it is usable with Ultimate Fusion to allow you to go into the Dragon Master Knight. Alright, we will successfully take out the M-Duck. This is not looking good for Starry, though. But if you don't know what the current meta is right now, Robina, Blue Eyes is considered a Tier 1 deck. We are going to go for the Dingirsu here, which can send the ceremony before we can activate it. How many times has Blue Eyes been meta? 3? 3 or 4? I want to say 3. Like meta 3. Kind of meta 4. Pick up the seed, Blue Eyes. Those alternative Blue Eyes. Do we consider Dimension meta? That wasn't actually meta, was it? Like, people were playing it. But I think it was more cope than meta. I'm gonna ignore you, Dragino. We shall proceed to battle. Banish the Dingirsu, successfully take out the Castel. Get in for that 400 damage, very important. This meta weekly is single elimination, correct. Ooh, Heat Wave is rough here. We will be forced to bring out the Starry here. Ultimate Fusion. We will be able to hop in response to this, though. No. I'm talking about the Starry Knight. The Starry Dragon pop. Oh, okay. Never mind. Oh, this is rough. Oh, this is rough. We will live with 2K or 200 life. We proceed to battle. There's the Flamel. Bring the Starry to the field. Ooh, Lancia to negate. We will chain the Flamel in response. Add the Starry back to hand. It is a crackdown. Get poppin'. You shall not keep my monster. That's just lethal on board. Oh no! Lancia! We were under Lancia! Could not banish! We needed to go fully defensive that turn and just wait it out. Oh, that's devastating, Cole! Absolutely devastating. Run it back, bet. Alright, Val Cole, play game 3 again.
How mad are you gonna be when I put you down on the floor? Yes. What can I do for you? All right. We got TG versus the Ursarctic Mischief of the Gnomes. Let's go ahead and modulate those levels here. We're gonna go Slider. Still gets to the Polarity. Big Dipper effect. Go ahead and recycle. Gets to the Chariot. Chariot gets popping. It is a... we attempt to... what do we go for? The flip? Well, regardless, we negate. We're gonna add the limiter removal to hand. Limiter removal, add a Warwolf and a Booster Raptor here. We're gonna go Screw Serpent into Striker. We're gonna go with the Micked Anus, adding a copy of the Flip Down back to our hand. Go ahead and flip that Fate. Why not flip the one non-tuner face down? I'm a little confused. I'm gonna go for the Wonder Magician. We will be able to yoink in response. Hello, Con. So I was reading the Sun Avalon cards for the first time today. What does that deck do? Like pure. It's just Thrasher OTK, right? Yes. What? Gonna do? Goodbye, Tinkerbell. I'm going to assume... so we're playing Life Point Boost Alpha. I am going to assume Khan is typing out a long response. Turn 1, you make the level 4 Search Bloom, which negates. Then you activate it. Turn 2 is just, yeah, Thrasher OTK. Okay, makes sense. Hey, Charge Warrior to the field. We're going to draw here, modulate our levels, allowing us to go into a Beatrice. Beatrice dump. The Survival's End. We're going to go Gizmek Kaku, gets dumping. Tackle Crusader, flip that face down. Radiation, gaining our tokens here. We're going to go Righty Driver into Lefty Driver. Survival's End to get popping. Pop the Radiation as well. We will go to the end phase, searching for a Screw Serpent. Let's go ahead and start doing this all over again. Screw Serpent modulating, allowing us to go for the Quarion here. Quarion get Phoenician, and that is just lethal on the board. PG takes it in game 2. We go to game 3. Okay. I kind of figured that's what it was after reading it, Con. It's good to know that I was correct. All right. Limiter removal, sending the survival's end. We're going to go ahead and make our Star Guardian here. Adds the Screw Serpent back to hand. Gonna make the charge. Gonna make the Beatrice. Okay, very interesting. So I'll be honest, I've never actually seen this particular version of the build. Very interesting. What's Beatrice good for? It sets up the trap in the graveyard with your Booster Raptor, and it can dump Tackle Crusader as a form of interruption. So you're going to end on, like, basically 2 forms of interruption for sure, and, as Zaid said, follow-up. It's Earth's Arctic. Activates Offerings to the Doomed here. We will skip our draw phase to pop. Discarding an alpha. Interesting. Gets dumping here. Likely gonna send the Tackle Crusader. Nope, we draw nothing. Oh, never mind. Really? I mean, I guess we can just pop it in response instead of tackle. Don't need tackle, can just send the survival. So we got double survival's end here. Gonna go for the radiation here. Mictanus effect. We will elect to use this opportunity to pop. Pop the radiation. Pop the Mictanus.
Can you still join? Yes, I'll get you in the top 8. Very interesting to see this evolution of the deck. I am definitely going to be yoinking this. We will probably be playing this. Did Giorfio enter? No. Hello, Elmaz. $1 million? Giran, I would want the amount that allows me to get the highest redemption on your channel. Then I'll do it. Then no deal. Get flippin'. I genuinely do not see how we come back from this. We will take out the Megat Anus. Is there any one card that brings us back here? I don't think so. Maybe a righty? Well, that is not what you wanted to draw. Excuse me. That has got to be the worst top deck we could have gotten. Hello, Lamore. Good to see you, my dude. Welcome, welcome. No more interruption. All that is left is the dying. So this is setting up Trish 0. Oh, no. Quarion. Quarion Banish! And 55 on the board will be lethal. Well done. Am I nothing to you? Except a means to an end, cat? All righty, let us find another match. Our options are starting to become a little limited. Any TGs? There are more TGs in the tournament, yes. We can watch another matchup involving Sun Avalon, parentheses, unironically, close parentheses, soon to be known as the best deck. This deck has true combo capability. Its turn 1 sets up 1 disruption consistently, which no deck can beat.
Duel.
With a realistic hand. Going second, they can summon a bunch of plants and extend with a bunch of different plants. As for right now, the deck is being hindered by the fact that it does not exist in Duel Links. I'm confident in saying this is going to be the deck to beat. Oh my god. Oh, okay, hold on. Okay. Okay. Let's try that again and see if we can actually get through that without... Okay, take 2. Take 2. YouTube! Sun Avalon, unironically soon to be known as the best deck. This deck has true combo capability. Its turn 1 sets up... Okay, hold on. This is serious. This is absolutely serious. Chat. We need a moment of seriousness here. We're about to get Sun Avalon. Unironically, it is going to be the best deck of the format. This deck has true combo deck capabilities. I need to delete that. I can. Okay, I'm sorry. It's turn 1. Sets up 1 disruption consistently. Oh, you know what? Okay, we're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. Game 1. Oh. One disruption. All right, there we go. New stream title. Okay. We proceed to game 2. Gozu is ahead. We're going to go ahead and summon out a Blue Eyes as well. Okay. We're also going to go for Ding Gearsu here. Setting up 2 back row. Activating our skill. So we have 1 guaranteed disruption, potentially 2. We are going to make Heralds, so we have 1 negate. Which is actually more disruption. Well, no. It is the same amount of disruption as Sun Avalon was going to be able to get. We're going to go for the Crackdown. Negate. Go for the Star Guardian. I don't think Dipsilon is in today's tournament. We're going to Dingirsu Protect. We're going to make a copy of Trishula 0. We do have the Successor Soul. We are going to be able to break our opponent's board, but surely we can just come back. Yep, we got the Blue Eyes Summon. Grabs a copy of Ultimate Fusion. We are just like giga dead. Bring out the Dragon Master Knight. Nope. Okay, hold. What can we do with 1 card? Well, we can get Ultimate Fusioned. Unlucky. That is a 2-0. Congratulations, Gozu. Did any PK Musket enter? No. And frankly, I'm a little offended you asked. Can we rewatch that game too? Absolutely not. Go watch the VOD. So if any of you ever thought about being a streamer and had any fears of not being able to, well, let's just say talk seriously, here is the proof. You can be a streamer without being able to read text without laughing. So don't be scared. It's so easy to do. How is the prize distributed? It is, oh god, it's 50, 30, no, wait, 50, 30, 10, 10, I believe. Although it doesn't come out quite. So today's tournament, for example, we had 42, so the prize pool is going to be $42, which means the actual breakdown of prizes will be $21 to first, 11 to second, 5 to third, and 5 to fourth. We don't go purely percentage because we have the floor of the third and fourth place at $5. So the first and second place modulates slightly depending on entrance. Okay, we're gonna go Incarnation. That will allow us to keep the lethal from happening because the attack stat or defense stat goes back to 1600. We did have a Geist. I don't know if they're still in, to be honest. I think they might be out. Let me double check. Yeah, Geist is out. All right, pop in the back row. It is a needle ceiling. That's rough. Dark-armed dragon out of nowhere. We are going to be able to go for a Nightmare. Cerberus gets pop in here. Fossil Fusion returns to the hand. Gonna make a Skullgios here. Shell Knight effect. We will just attack in for lethal. We're in top 16. I just didn't know what the breakdown or number of people was gonna be, so I didn't want to commit to top 64 without knowing it.
Duel.
Spectre event starts soon. PM. When does it start? 2 days, 11 hours. All right, gonna make the Skull King here. We're gonna go Shell Knight. Attacks in. El Shaddai Fusion into the window. Wamada effect. Hedgehog effect. Window is going to be able to add the El Shaddai Fusion back to the hand. Dragon Force out the back row. It is just a Fossil Fusion. Armageddon Knight get dumping. Falco bring itself back. We're then going to go for the Perform Age here. Super Polymerization. Using Armageddon Knight and our opponent's Winda. We're then going to go for a Gusto Emerald. Excuse me? Dark-armed dragon to the field. We're going to be able to add the fusion back to our hand. But this is just game. Unless that back row does something. So Gusto Emerald, as Zaid said, you can make it so Dark Armed Dragon is live and you can recycle your fusions. Hello, Doug Pie. Yo, Doug, can I just say, by the way, that your, I actually got baited by your Twitter post. The one that's actually a meme. I mean, not for like longer than like a couple seconds, but when I first saw it, I was like, damn, bro. Really?
El Shaddai Fusion, putting another dark into the graveyard. I was in tears, but too many people believed it. Hey. You gotta take your W's where you can get them, you know what I'm talking about? How many cards did Dad pop that time? 4? God damn. We are tied up 1-1. What's a banned word? Oh, wait. No, no! I refuse to give you my Kasi ID. We go to game 3. 44 plus 66 is 100. Are you sure about that? That's actually incorrect. That would be 110.
Duel.
Armageddon Knight, get dumping. We're going to go Incarnation here, flip it up. This build of Ruginary is kind of interesting. Setting up ways to get to the Emerald to be able to make sure Dad is live. We are going to go for Abyss Dweller here, though. Really interested at his extra deck space. So we now know we got Abyss Dweller, we got Emerald. Dark Hole, wipe the field. Chaining Dweller here. El Shaddai Fusion in response as well. So we're probably going to go for no coaching. All right, Winda cannot be destroyed by the Dark Hole. We are under Dweller. We are under double Floodgate. Good luck, gamer. Sorry, 1 second. Be right back. Not quite lethal here, unfortunately, but we are going to get in for a lot of damage. Five cards in our hand, though. The resource war is just it is unfair. Oh, and we got the shit all. It's all over. There ain't no way. Let's see if Yon Phoenix can survive this. Dragon forces out the back row. I mean, the fact that it can't be targeted is kind of irrelevant. Ooh, interesting. Revive the Winda, which means that our opponent will now be locked to one more special summon. Now, we did add the El Shaddai fusion back, so there are ways we could play around this. We're going to flip the construct face down just to keep our opponent from being able to summon the Winda. Interesting. We will lose the needle ceiling, though. We'll gain a Gaia plate. He could have chained a Skull King to summon Winda in response to Shaddai Fusion. Yes. I think the one concern would be there. He wanted to, I guess he just wanted to hold on to the disruption as long as possible. And realistically, you just go into Construct, beat over the Winda, and then use your El Shaddai Fusion to make the play you need to push over Fossil Warrior Skull King. Wait, doesn't Fionn Phoenix just win here? Yeah. Golem comes back, attack over the spider, game. Wow. Okay. I called that one wrong. All right, we are fully in the top 8. In the top 8, we have Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes. Fossil. Phantom Knight. Blue Eyes. Shadal. TG. And Shiranui. That match isn't going right now, A2, so we're going to watch something else for the time being.
Duel.
I hate to interrupt this, but I'm sorry, I saw this Twitter post, and it is literally described as Snake Eyes Gaming. I have to share this. It is hilarious. Draw our opening hand. Ooh, we got a pretty good hand here. We're going to start off with Ash. Oh, we get impermed. Okay. Well, we're going to go Bonfire. We're going to get Ashed. Okay. We're going to go Diabellstar. We're going to get impermed. Okay. We're going to link off into Ita. And we're gonna get Valord. We're gonna pass turn. We're gonna activate for a search here, Ash it, and get called by. Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! This has to be acted. What are you talking about, Kisara? That was 100% real. I got you, Sokka. All right. Go for the Ophion, Unbreakable Mind. Searching for the rank up here. We're going to search for a copy of Pandemic. Interesting. So we already have the Infestation. We're going to go for Gold Sark here. rank up into the Requiem, we're going to be able to negate the Spirit Master effect. As a copy of Squire to hand. Squire. We're then going to go for the Vampire Sucker here. Shiranui story. Vampire Sucker, draw a card. Goes for the Yukiona. Yukiona, negate the Ophion. We're going to Solitaire Revive into the Shogun Saga. Shogun Saga, Banish. Gozuki effect. Well, jeez. Bro, chill! Goes for the Sun Saga here. Sun Saga effect. Oh, well, okay!
Duel.
Okay. We are setting up first once again. Goes for the rank up here into the Ophion. Unbreakable Mind. Pop. Search. Searching for the infestation once again. Set 2 and pass the turn. Gonna go for the Squire. Squire and Spectral Sword into the Vampire Sucker. We're gonna rank up here, making the Requiem. We're then gonna go for the Gold Sark once again. Spirit Master. We will use Wings this time to protect. Mizuki. Going for the Yukiona here. Yukiona negate. We will negate the negate. And we'll just scoop it up. Okay. Unable to do it that time. Also, this was... I always love when they do this, by the way. They'll get the actors to make a little blurb when their characters get introduced to the game. So the voice actor of Spectre saying, "Spectre was my first voice job, so it is a character that holds many fond memories for me. I was happy to be able to play the role again after such a long time. I look forward to meeting Revolver and all of you in Duel Links." Daiki Kajimoto. First voice acting role. Very interesting. I will be sure to play it for you, Murata. Don't you worry.
Duel.
Hello, Norrentino! They actually respect the JPVA. Can we look up... If I type into YouTube... Yu-Gi-Oh! Best Spectre scene Vrains. It's probably the U-Link one, right? Spectre Extra Link scene. I do not want a Blue Angel versus Spectre AMV. We just instantly scoop it up. I would be mad also. Let me go first one time. Spectre, Brains, Extra Link. Why do they only want to give me AMVs? Stop! What do you mean, cause copyright? I'm pretty sure you can, like, literally just find episodes of, Brains posted by Konami themselves. I think they posted a Spectre video in the official Yu-Gi-Oh channel. Official Yu-Gi-Oh channel. Legendary Duelist Dennis. Is the last one. We don't have a... It's just breakdown. This is single elimination. They probably won't do Spectre until he actually comes out. Because they have Mizar, then Dennis. Sherry LeBlanc, Mizar, Dennis. We hop into another game in the top 8. How the F is a raid duel? What do you mean?
Duel.
It'll probably be the big tree. Not the anime. We are not watching a replay video. That was not the point of what we were trying to do. Okay. We are going to pop our opponents. Fossil Warrior Skull King here. We're going to give up our draw phase on the next turn. Needle. Oh, that is devastating. Grillfish to the field. Modulate the levels here. Gear Zombie. Allowing us to make a Wonder Magician. Pop. Ice Dragon's Prison 2. Well, we were going to use it or lose it anyways. We will get a double search here, though. Fossil Fusion once again, going for the Skullgar. Warwolf to the field. Oh, that is unfortunate. Make the Star Guardian. Returns the Gear Zombie to hand. Gonna make the Quarion, and that's just lethal. PG takes game number 1. Oh.
Duel.
What did I miss? Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Mod call. Okay. Dark Hole. Wipe the field. Lancia will be able to protect. We're going to protect the Beatrice. Meaning we do lose the Survival's End, but we can dump to interrupt a play here. Dark World Dealings. Draw, discard. Dark World Dealings again. No, you do not, Murata. You do not, in fact, have a Golem Hole. I am checking DMs. I see nothing. All right, what are we gonna do? Adds the Shell Knight to hand. All right, activates Fossil Fusion. And I ask Decade for the next Meta Weekly to be Rush. You would get like 5 people joining. Skullguard does nothing. Decade banned Poplar in his last Meta Weekly. I mean, it makes sense. Decade, whenever he starts to feel like the meta is too stagnant, will do stuff like that. Or not even stagnant, just boring. And whilst I do think the success of yesterday's tournament probably tells him that people are looking for stuff other than what is currently the meta, which is ironic when you consider the whole conceit has always been what's meta. Duel Links meta. Master Duel meta. So for one-offs, I suppose it does make a lot of sense, though. I do wonder, though, if you're Konami, how do you gauge? He did one yesterday, Soup. It was just Poplar banned, and it ended up having an insane amount of people joining. I think it might have been one of the biggest meta weeklies ever. Just finished the Fusion and Link Festival. It was better than Limit 1. Yes. So I have yet to do the Fusion Link yet, but Limit 1 this time around, honestly, was awful. I mean, genuinely awful. I did look at the ban list for the Fusion Link, and it does look like they banned some cards smartly to make it different. Seeing stuff like Apollo banned, for example, it's like, oh, thank God. Yeah, it definitely seems like they did a better job with this event, which is kind of unfortunate because, like, unironically, I think Deathpool Slayer, thank you for the follow, appreciate you. Unironically, not unironically, like, Limit 1 last time around was, like, so much fun. It was a lot of fun. I haven't played Duel Links in so long.
Well, good to see you. Thank you for showing interest in stopping by. We appreciate it. What did you play last when you did play the game? What was meta? We have a lethal on the board. We go to battle. And we survive. Book of Moon will let us do it. Forbidden Lance. Negate and reduce. This is still lethal. All right. PG will take it in a 2-0 victory. Unfortunate to see Fossils lose, but last time I played, Phantom Knights were just added. Okay, so Phantom Knights were meta, then not, then meta, then not, and now they're meta again. And Blue Eyes is meta again. All right. We have one last match in the top 8. So it is currently 1-1, so we will be hopping into a game 3. But yes, thank you for joining us. If you do not know, I have helped DK do the dueling stuff for quite a while now. When he stopped hosting and streaming Duel Links, I ended up taking over the Meta Weekly. I do also do my own events, but on Mondays here, I stream the Meta Weekly, which is still hosted through the DLM Discord. We do single elimination and Swiss depending on how close we are to a new release. So we are single elimination right now as we are still waiting for the next box. When the new box comes out at the end of the month, most likely, we will do a Swiss tournament for that. We're expecting Sun Avalon, potentially Infernoble. We're going to get Agents. We're going to get, what else? A couple other decks. Trap Tricks, right. There is. Trap Tricks support. If you are interested, we do have a tournament Discord. Exclamation point Discord. We host currently 3 to 4 events per week. We have the Grand Prix on Wednesday. We have the Duel Links Empire Ascension on Saturday. We have the Rush Duel Tournament on Sunday. And then sometimes we have a 4th event. It's usually 3, sometimes 4. All right, we are going to send the Dean Girsu here using the effect of the Schism. Riliona searching for a copy of Invocation. This is going to allow us to access a Shaddoll Construct if we so desire. We are going to actually link off into a Nightmare Phoenix. Nightmare Phoenix. Go ahead and pop one of those back row. In addition, the Trick Clown can return to the field via its effect.
I mainly play TCG and Master Duel. Fair. Successfully taking out the Successor Soul. Wasn't going to do us any good anyways, as we do not have a target for it. Making a copy of Decode Talker here. You're not quite lethal. Now we're lethal. Ooh, but we got the ultimate fusion. We can make a Twin Burst. Twin Burst or Neo if we have another Blue Eyes in our hand. Anyone using Salamangreat? Unfortunately, no. Salad is kind of not really relevant at the moment. We are waiting for the next wave of support to make it good again. The meta right now is Blue Eyes, Phantom Knight, Performage, Shaddoll, Hiranui, Sky Striker, Tech Genus, Zombie Pile, Raid Raptor, Galaxy, Evil Eye, that sort of thing. Dark Magician is not explicitly meta, but you could win with it. Like if you were talking about playing on the ladder and not tournaments, yeah, you could absolutely get King of Games with it. So Seva is going to go ahead and win here. Who is this? How do I copy that name, though? I'm trying to see if the room was made incorrectly. Well, no. So I want to search by the name, but I can't exactly copy the name because I can't type that on my keyboard. Thank you. Hmm. I'll have to keep an eye on that. Carl, thank you so much for the follow. All right, Seva, Khan, and Albel. Top 4 has begun. I'm going to take this opportunity to go use the restroom. I will be right back. Stick around. I'm going to add you. You get extra edges. Deal with it.
Newest dream ticket goes up to the Ancient Warrior box. No third raw spell. Feels bad, man. Alrighty. We are still waiting for the matches to start. One person each has checked in. All right, Albel, you do need to check in. You have 3 minutes. While we wait for that one, we will go follow Gozu versus Sevathubi. Okay. We begin.
Duel.
By the way, I did turn off my fan over here. Is it coming through on the mic fairly loud, or is it? I'm not muted. Thank you, Hans. We are going to start off with a heat wave here. Going to stop our opponent from being able to summon on their turn. Top 3 cards in the Dream Ticket SR. Kite, if you stick around after this, I'll take a look and give you my suggestion. I can't hear Grand, I can only hear the fan. Well, thanks for that. Did I already go over the top 3 Dream Ticket cards for Rush? I mean, that one's easy. It's Dryas, Seven's Road Magician, and then probably like Ghost Cyclone. What do I suggest for the Rush Dream ticket? As I said, Dryas, Seven's Road are your best choices because those cards will be supported forever. Dryas is in a deck build box. I mean, sure, but not everyone wants to invest those kind of resources. I'm just giving, like, nothing in, like, unless you're specifically gonna, like, go into the, like, even if you go to the deck build box, you get Slayer in there, so, like, why would you suggest Slayer? I don't know. The other option would be if you wanted to play one of the archetypes, boss monsters like Psychics or, you know, Aqua. Choose one of them to help you, but even then, those are not going to last as long as Dryas and Seven's Road likely will. Super Polymerization, Banish. Or not Banish, but we're going to go ahead and fuse here. Into a Shadal construct. Hedgehog effect. Falco effect. Whew. Gonna grab ourselves a copy of Wendy here. Dragon, force out that back row. Goodbye, Successor Soul. Gozu topping almost every tournament is impressive, especially when you consider that, if I'm not mistaken, is literally playing from Japan, so it is always like, oh my god, o'clock for them. What time is it in Japan right now? 6:40 or 5:42 a.m. Either they are naturally a night owl, or because, like, the thing that's kind of interesting about it is, if you think about it, like, Japan's got its own healthy tournament scene. No time to sleep. I must summon Blue Eyes. Real. For those, I mean, so I will admit I have a bit of a blind spot when it comes to the Japanese tournament scene. For those of you that enter in some of the Japanese events, I assume Gozu plays in some of those as well, correct? We don't have a top anything. Our friends from well, okay, Morningstar, let's be honest. Most people that are, if you are playing in a tournament for Yu-Gi-Oh! Or watching a tournament for Yu-Gi-Oh! You are Yu-Gi-Oh! Addicted. Let's not pretend otherwise. We are going to go for a Nightmare Phoenix here. Likely going to force out the Crackdown. This will force us to Successor Soul. Get rid of both of the monsters. Trade it into a Blue Eyes. But it'll trigger all of our effects here as they go to the graveyard. I'm not addicted. I can stop anytime. Oh, of course. You just choose not to. I understand. We are then going to use Ultimate Fusion. Pop. Okay. Completely countered. Unable to lethal, though, giving Sevathabi one more turn. Hope they bring back Challenger Cups. They have been doing EU Challenger Cups for Master Duel again, if I'm not mistaken. What is a Challenger Cup? A Challenger Cup is a tournament hosted by Konami themselves. Typically what they will do is they will affiliate with a streamer to run the event. And then the prizes are like sleeves and mats and tokens and whatnot. We are giga dead. So far, Challenger Cups have been mostly Europe. They started doing some North American ones. But only like a couple, and then they stopped, I think. Dean Gearsu gets sending. Ultimate. Oh, we are just going for the full BM here. Well, I mean, it's better to secure the lethal, but still. Dragon Master Knight asserting dominance. Lethal farm damage. Now, unfortunately, I will say the thing that's a little sad to me is that the last time they did a Duel Links Challenger Cup was during the 7-year anniversary in January, and we haven't had any since. Most likely, they will only do it for big events and not in general, which is sad. I don't get it, but why just EU/NA? Why not both are allowed? Regional differences for laws, probably. And they have to follow, like, because they're a company, they have to follow, like, countries' laws on giveaways and prizes and whatnot. I mean, most people are going to tell you that there should be no distinction, but unfortunately, some countries, you have to be really careful with the way some countries will approach it. Like, the classic example is always I believe Canada, for example, giveaways, it can't just be random chance. You have to have like a element of skill involved, which is why if they do like a giveaway, they'll be like, and for Canadian residents, you must answer this question. What is 5 + 7 divided by 3? send it in on a postcard. Because then it becomes, it's not a giveaway. You have successfully entered, you have done math. Congratulations, it's a skill. I find it hard to support Konami events when people have done so much more for the game. Well, okay, but at the end of the day, there can be something very appealing about winning an official event, you know?
Duel.
How do they have gacha games allowed there? I mean, probably the laws are different, I'm going to assume. Most likely, though, the way that most gachas get around it is by their pity systems. Look, if you spend, you know, $10,000, you will eventually get it. Don't worry. It's not really random chance. You will get it eventually. That's usually how they do it. The actual answer is that in many cases, it's just kind of like not settled law. Think about loot boxes, for example. Are loot boxes gambling? The companies who made loot boxes would tell you no. But if you actually break them down, yes, they're gambling. They're gambling that children can buy. And that is why, yes, I was actually going to mention that. Like Muscovy said, some countries have specifically banned loot boxes because they're considered gambling. And that's why a lot of games moved away from the gambling or the loot box to other models, because they just didn't want to have to deal with not being in some countries, having to change the system for others. Well, we can blame EA for a lot of things. Like, what was that earning? There was like an investor meeting they had recently where they were talking about ways to do more advertising in games that people paid full price for. How can we monetize the person who spends $70 on the single player game? Can we find a way to put ads into that? What is in the top 4? We have Blue Eyes, Shadal, Phantom Knight, and Tech Genus. What's my favorite Pathfinder class? Cavalier. You give me the ability to play the classic Knight in Shining Armor, I'm gonna play it. When I played Wrath of the Righteous for the first time, my first character was a Cavalier. And I actually, like, really enjoyed it. As bugged as it was hilarious to be like, I am going to charge at you, and I'm going to hit you with this pole arm, and it is going to do a metric ton of damage. And then I am going to proceed to wail on you for turn after turn. We big horsin'. True. You wail in Path... How would one wail in Pathfinder? That makes no sense. Is that what you tell your girlfriend before? Yeah. That's exactly what I say. Different kind of wail. Triple back row, we can assume... What did we search? We added Ultimate Fusion. So the classic example here is going to be... What? We saw Crackdown. So Crackdown, Successor Soul, Ultimate Fusion. That's one. Riliona. Add the Magistus Invocation to hand. Gozu is in fact up a game, yes. Thank you for reminding me. Now the question is, do we go after the Crackdown or do we hit one of the other ones? Goes for the Crackdown. We have the Successor Soul. We shall repeat what we did in game 1. I think you have to assume that your opponent has the full combo and try and play around it. If you're going to lose the monster anyways, why not go for the lucky hit on Ultimate Fusion? So we may not have Ultimate Fusion on the field, though. We know we searched for it at the skill last turn, but we do not know if it was set. I've got 4 decks to hit Cog with Rush now. Magnum Overlord, Harpies, Aggro, and a 7's Excel. Very nice. Yeah. Rush is probably in the best spot it's been since January or December meta. Have I used Tour Guide yet? What do you mean? The clowns are for extra bodies and link summoning. They're light, so you can send them off of Duel Fusion. And each of them typically has an effect that's really useful. I see TCG people wanting to play Rush to qualify for Worlds. I mean, if anything like that, you know, if that gets people interested in the game and checking it out, then why not? So the thing that would theoretically make Rush quote-unquote easier to qualify for is just that the meta is simpler. It's going to be easier for you to get in on the ground floor, so to speak. And there's probably going to be less people playing it than the speed version. So by the numbers, Rush is harder. Well, if we're talking about the WCQ specifically, Hans. If you look at just the just that event as a form of earning a spot to go to Worlds, you have a relatively easy to grasp format with some pretty defined decks, and nothing is too like oppressively broken to the point of being infuriating to play against, I guess. Like, genuinely, despite doing my best to support Rush, I have not actually enjoyed it very much, like, on a personal level, except during the December meta. I really liked it because traps mattered then. You had to take into account all the, like, attacks that you were making. Like, okay, this attack is safe from the barrier, this one's not. And I've not enjoyed it since until this most recent meta, and now I kind of enjoy it again. I noticed you forgot to add me in your My Favorites, but you're not my favorite, Dr. Dinosaurio. Unlucky. We're gonna go for the Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Get poppin'. Forbidden Chalice. You shall not attack multiple times. Ooh. Shaddoll Fusion. We're going to be able to send 2 from the deck. Making a window here. Dragon Force out the back row. Beast. Draw a card. We go to battle. Take out the Neo. We don't have lethal, though. Bingo! Machine, go! Reveal 3 Blue Eyes cards from our deck. Blue Eyes, Dragon Spirit of White, ×2. Force out the back row. It is a super polymerization. Battle Chronicle adds a copy of the Ultimate Fusion here, which we will activate our one and only special summon for the turn. Dragon Master Knight. This is not lethal. 3,300 damage. We go to battle. Construct effect. Get out of here. Is Gozu actually going to claw their way back? Feels like he should have taken Spirit out there. Probably, because realistically we were protected from... Okay, there's a Dingirsu. Goodbye. Are we getting the salty... Nope. Okay. Ah. Damn. Clawing their way from the deficit to come back to victory. Gozu will go on to the grand finals. Well done. And on the other side of the bracket, it looks like Albel has defeated Khan in a 2-0 victory, which means your finals will be Gozu versus Albel. We shall, in fact, Gamba. Start a prediction. Who loves the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime more wins? Gozu, Bat Chest Eyes, Albel, Bat Chest Knights. You will have 5 minutes, which I will probably end early. Anyone but Albel26 says, hey, I'm Morat. What's Bat Chest Knights? Phantom Knights. I heckin' love Yuto. I heckin' love Kaiba. That's what I'm talking about. You're not gambling? Why aren't you gambling? And yes, thank you, Dragino. That is how you phonetically say Morata's name. Thank you. Hey, I'm Morata. Adcom Morat. I will end submissions in 20 seconds. I will end submissions in 10 seconds. You will not, in fact, unfollow me. I'm ending submissions now. Let us begin. Let us type followage. Hey, I'm Murata. You really want to give... Oh, you're almost at 2 years. You really want to give that up? Alrighty. Al Bell will be going first here. Horn Scales to the field. Ragged Gloves dumping. We're going to go for the boots. We're going to change our Break Sword into a Rebellion. Rank up. Into an Evil Swarm Ophion. Unbreakable Mind, get hoppin'. It is not game number 2. Gozu can still win this. As a copy of Infestation Pandemic here. Now, one thing we've noticed is that Al Bell so far has not revealed themselves to be on Infestation. Now, we don't know if that's because they're not playing it, or they have just decided, or they are always opening it. Melody of Awakening Dragon. Searching for a Blue Eyes and a Blue Eyes. We'll bring Blue Eyes to the field. Gonna activate Battle Chronicle. None of these cards we search for will be able to do anything at the moment. But they will if we can get rid of the Ophion. We're going to set 1, 2, and 3. Go to battle. Do we have wings? We did add wings. So you are correct. We literally can't even attack. We die in the trade. Oh, that's rough. Murata, please. Only 4 A's. I mean, if you have TTH, you still go to battle, right? Now, the problem is that because we are playing Infestation, or rather, we're playing the Pandemic, Infestation Pandemic, we can actually protect ourselves from being yoinked or sent. So we can keep the Ophion on the field. Oh, this is rough. I don't think we have an out. Well, we could. No, we could. It's just going to be a lot more convoluted. Next Grand Prix is on Wednesday, correct. It is always on Wednesday, at least currently. Then it means we will have the new structure. Will we? I don't think we will. So we do have the TTH. We're going to use it on the 2 bodies. MST on one of the back row, and this should just be, yep, death. It's the Soul Successor. We go to battle. Crack down. But we've got the Forbidden Lance. Negate! Albel takes it in game number 1. We go to game 2. Now, it should be noted the TPC did say Tier 1, Blue Eyes and Phantom Knight. And that is exactly what's in the grand finals. Finally! A tier list change, or a tier list update, rather, in which the TPC is correct. If Pokemons existed IRL, which one would I want to have? Like, are you allowed to have the ones that can, like, create universes? Because those ones, if you're talking about, like, normal-ass ones, my answer is probably Scizor. And I would... Scizor would inflict much violence. I'd have a Kadabra. Fair. Alright, pass the turn. Show us what you got, PK Bros. MST. Negate the back row. Sometimes your opponent just wants it more. Gozu ain't even, he's like, nah, dog, I ain't even gonna play. I ain't even gonna play this through. Do not surrender in the grand finals. You know the rules. Understandable, though. 2-0 victory for Albel. Congratulations. And congratulations to Gozu as well for the second place win. No. Okay. I am going to assume that Gozu instantly surrendered and is already in bed right now. If that's what happened, all is forgiven. Understandable. We get it. Alrighty. Well done. Check the room. What about it? Let's go ahead and take a quick peek at your winner's deck list today. It's all going to be you've seen this stuff before, but in the interest of giving the players the attention that they have earned in the grand finals, Albel with the 2-0 victory. We are not on Infestation Terminus. We are in fact on Xyz's Encore, though. $29 cards, it keeps the ratios correct. And Gozu's list. Very nice. Sevethubby. Shadal. Khan. Beatrice TG. If you're wanting to know how TG is being played, there you go. Kaitos, Blue Eyes, Psycho, Blue Eyes, Fionn Phoenix, Fossil, Extra, and Zaga Shiranui. All right. That concludes another Duel Links Meta Weekly. Thank you everyone for hanging out today. Appreciate you. You can join these events by being subbed to twitch.tv/Decade. This allows you to join the Duel Links Meta Weekly as well as the Master Duel Meta Weekly. Each one is a $50 prize pool. You can type !Discord. Find a link to our own events where we host them on Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Also help us continue to build out the community. Would be pretty cool. Yeah, let's go ahead and find somebody to raid. We will raid Tracimo TV. We did that before. Dream Ticket review first. I'll do it next time. I'm tired. I'm sorry. We'll talk about it next stream. Just hold on to it. Also, choose outcome. Al Bell. Bat Chest Knights. Looks like they are doing a duel room. I want you to go into that duel room and absolutely destroy them with meme decks. See you guys.